Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Zesch. In 2019, I had a stroke which paralyzed my right side. I couldn't speak well. I had face droop, had foot drop. I couldn't walk unassisted. And this is how I recovered in 3 months. Pretty much 100%. I lifted a whole household of furniture and doing great. So I want to help you recover too. And but it takes a lot of work. I like the acronym MIE: motivation, information, and execution. So as far as how I got motivated, I tell you, I just thank the Lord because I was so depressed and wanted to die, and He just came into my life pretty early on in the process, and so I want to share this with you, and get all the information you can. Go to your physical therapist, go to whoever, and I'm not saying that this replaces everything, but we cover pretty much everything, and everything I had to go through, and like I say, recover. So anyway, today we're going to do some balance work. I really encourage you to watch all the videos because they're in a series, and there's a reason for that. I cover a lot of things like the essentials of stroke rehab, that you have to do a lot of reps. The research shows us, John Hopkins, neurologists, if they know enough about this, that's what we need, and we haven't been given enough from our physical therapists or doctors, enough repetitions, or covering all muscles, joints that have been involved with the stroke.
One thing that you had mentioned too is, you know, when this first started, is you said, Kim, you're not going to do anything for me. I'm going to do everything myself.
Right. So I did everything with my right hand, everything. And I did 12-hour days of rehab, whether it's, organizing cupboards with my right hand because I have ataxia real bad, or, going to the gym, swimming. That's one thing that's very good too. Doing arcade games, everything that I could do with my right side. So anyway, it takes a lot of work, but it will pay off. I wanted to be 100% in 3 months because that's when you get the most neuroplasticity, and you get the most recovery, the most rewiring of your brain. It takes longer after that. It can be done, but you have to work harder, and I looked at myself as kind of lazy because I didn't want to work at this the rest of my life. So I put in 12-hour days. But, I had, everything was affected. You may not have, so it may not take you as long. Okay. Some things as far as balance, and we're going to go over a little bit of walking too. And probably at the beginning you want a chair here so you can brace yourself. But if you were like I was, my balance was terrible. So if you can kind of have your hand on a chair, but start doing 4 points back like that, okay, with the foot. Did you get that? The foot, okay. And you can do this with eyes open and then go to eyes closed, and that's a little harder, okay, like that, okay, and do both sides. Also, another thing is doing a weave. So you're going like this, okay, a weave with your feet. You go around the back and then forward like that, and do with your eyes open. Once you get pretty good with your balance, you can do with your eyes closed, maybe a banister so you can hold your hands up there And if you start to fall, you grab onto it. Okay. Another one is tandem walking, where you go like this, your feet in front, okay, like that. And you can even do it backwards. And do it with your eyes open, and then do it with your eyes closed, and have a banister so you don't fall. Okay. Another one is your knee up and rotating on one foot. Eyes open, eyes closed. Okay. And then you can do that, and then also bring your knee like this, hip flexion through eyes closed and open. Okay. Also, what's good is a wobble board. You can get them on Amazon, and that's really good for balance. It's good for ankle problems. But a wobble board, look for it. It's kind of flat with a ball kind of shape on the bottom. And that'll really help with your balance. Okay. One thing you can do too is tap the chair like that and bring your leg back. You can bring the leg back as far as you can. Do both sides. And then you can do opposite arm, opposite leg like that. That's very good. Again, all this stuff I learned was a ton of research. I did go to a few physical therapists, and I got a little bit of information from them, but not near enough to recover. Unfortunately, they don't give you enough exercises. They don't cover everything. They don't have the time. So I never would have recovered if I just did what my neurologist said or my 3 physical therapists. Anyways, a couple of things about walking. Never give in to your weakness, okay? Because if you're walking like this and you keep doing that, that's the pathways of your brain. Okay, so always think about form when you walk. Your leg may droop. Try to keep it up. And you may have weakness, just standing. Think about strength in that leg. I would get a Fitbit. We talked about how, and if you look at the literature, pretty much everybody goes through this, where you have a pretty good day, you get a lot done, and then boom, you're wiped out for the next day or 2, and you can't do much. The problem is overdoing. You need to gradually increase. And, I think I showed before is I kind of charted everything, and I had different pieces of paper, and I would draw lines down here and mark how many reps I did. Again, you want to do hundreds if you can. With my upper extremity, lower extremity, I did at least 140, 150 reps on each motion every day. So I split it up between 2 sets, usually 70 and 70. Spend a lot of time doing these balance and the walking. Get a Fitbit, and so you know how many steps you're taking every day, or how far you're walking. Say I can walk a half a block, and I do okay. Then go 3/4 of a block, and keep going, walking as much as you can. Then work into running will really help. You could do it on a treadmill. Again, these exercises and things, the faster you go, the better. And you'll get some aerobic out of it. But just make sure you watch your form when you're doing that. Walk like you want to walk. And try not to use, the orthosis for foot drop. Do the exercise I showed you, and try to wean yourself off.
What's orthosis?
It's a brace that you can put on your to keep your foot up, because a lot of people with stroke have foot drop, which I had. I never wore one of those. I just kept working it with the TheraBand. And also, again, you can do initially, if you can't move, you can do all this in your mind and spend a lot of time doing it in your mind, because you can rewire it that way as well. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of it for now. And do you have anything else to say? Or this is my lovely wife here.
I was just thinking about when you did finally, when we took a 1 mile walk, how exhausting that was for you, and how at the end you thought, oh my gosh, this is exhausting, and you were really, really worn out. But what I'm so proud of you is, why I'm so proud of you is that you did it. You went out there and did it. And oh, by the way, I did feel like a stroke widow with your 12-hour days, but now in the long run, I'm so blessed that you did those 12-hour days, because now you are fully recovered. Praise God.
Right. Okay. Well, bless you. Work hard. God can work in you, and just start going. Don't let anything get you down. Just try to also sleep is very important, that you get good sleep. I pray that you can recover as much as you can and get back to your activities that you did before. That's a good thing to think about, whether it's, playing pickleball or fishing or whatever. That you say to yourself, I have this goal. I kept telling everybody that I'm going to be 100% in 3 months. And so I had that in my mind. I was speaking it. And, I didn't want to let myself down or anybody else down. And so anyways, God bless, and join us in another video.